Hi there, this is Arturo Espinosa. I'm a software engineer here at Digital On Us, and I'm going to talk about the Terraform Provider documentation. I'm going to cover the following. I'll give you a brief introduction to Markdown. After that, I will show you the website structure. Then I'll give you some instructions to run the website in your local machine. Finally, I'll give you some guidelines to create the documentation files. As you might know, the Markdown is a popular way to create HTML content by just adding simple annotations to your text. Popular sites like GitLab or GitHub and others support the use of Markdown to generate HTML for documents. For instance, you can add a hash sign one time to mark a line as a level 1 header. You can add 2 hash signs to mark a line as level 2 header. Also, you can use the star sign before a list item so that the item gets a bullet created. You can also have a numbered list or a block of code. Let's review how the document files are organized for a Terraform provider. There's a folder called website that contains all of the document files. Within that folder, there's a file called outscale.erb. This file contains the left side menu that is embedded in all of the web pages for the provider. If you open up this file, you will find HTML code with the links to all of the resources and data sources for the provider. This file is an ERB template, which is an embedded Ruby template. The website/docs folder contains the index and individual resources and data sources documents. In website/docs, there's a file called index.html.markdown. This gets converted into the index.html. This file contains general information about the Outscale provider. Website/docs/r contains all of the resource Markdown files, and the website/docs/d contains all of the data sources Markdown files. The Outscale provider website gets integrated into the Terraform website. These are the instructions to run the website and then incorporate the Outscale website so you can view it in your local machine. The Terraform website runs as a Docker container. You will have to install Docker if you don't have it already. Clone the Terraform website repository. After that, go to the Terraform website root folder and run the make sync and then the make website commands. After that, you should be able to view the website at your local host port 4567. Now, let's add the Outscale documentation to Terraform website so you can view it. Copy the website folder of the Terraform provider into the Terraform website /x/provider/outscale. After that, create the symbolic link to the provider ERB template file. Restart the website. Come back to the terminal where you are running the website and press Ctrl+C. Then run it again. At this point, you should be able to view the Outscale documentation. Creating the documentation. All the resources and data sources have individual web pages. Web pages are written using Markdown, which gets converted to HTML web page layout. All the provided documentation pages are composed with a menu to the left, which contains the links to all of the resources and data sources for the provider. The right side of the page displays the details of the given component. Integration to the left menu. The left menu comes from the outscale.erb file. It gets embedded in all of the web pages for the provider. It contains the links to all individual resources and data sources. Markdown document naming. By convention, the resource document files are named after the resource they are documenting. For instance, for the outscale_API_key resource, the corresponding document is named API_key.html resource.markdown. Note that the generated HTML page will be named API_key.html. This is the name to be linked from the left menu. The Markdown document files for a provider usually have the following structure: a metadata header, which contains information about the layout to use and a key to reference it from the left side menu; a resource description, which describes the resource or data source; a resource example, which provides an example of how to use the resource or the data source; argument description, describe each of the arguments of the resource; filter description, describe all of the filter options for the filter argument; attribute description, describes each of the attributes of this resource or data source; reference links, provides some links to additional information about the source. That's all for now. Thank you.